it.
We gotta look for culverts. No, just keep going, you guys.
Look, they're watching.
They're watching it too. Here we are. Okay, look it.
Yeah, they're looking. They're watching.
Look at it. It's neat.
I'm trying to get out of here. No,
No, look.
man, you guys are. Go!
I can see it.
Yeah, coming this way, you idiots.
See it? Look at that.
You idiots, it's coming this way.
We're going. That's a big one too,
Let's go in
eh?
here.
Ever cool.
No, it's not cool, you guys.
There's nothing over here.
Get on the other side of it.
Is that on the phones?
That's the radio or something.
No, that's on the phones. I'm trying to turn it up.
I'm at the Margaret Bruce Beach campground, and this is where the restroom was. The building was lifted off its foundation, and the toilets were there, left behind, mostly still intact. There's 3 out of 4 that are still here. Water's still in the toilet. The cleaning equipment is still there. And the building actually went up in the air, hit the power line, and kind of pinned the line down, brought down this power pole, and there lays the wreckage out toward the beach.
See, it was over here before.
Yeah, it was over there. Yeah. I'm gonna jump up.
I hope Mrs. Edwards is okay.
Probably gonna be locked in.
Is a vehicle watching it? No.
It's our yard. Oh, something. Look, they just tore something apart there.
Yeah. Oh no.
What is that? I don't know.
Our barn?
Big chunks flying there. This is my PS1.
That person turned around too, eh? I told the kids that it went through Hoag's yard years ago. It lifted up that. We'll have to send this to the news, but oh my God. Just be careful so nothing falls on us.
This home has sustained incredible damage. Behind me here, what you can see is the master bedroom. You can see some of the walls are standing, but the roof is completely gone. But if we move along here, that's where the kitchen was. Walls and roof gone. They're not even sure where some of those walls ended up. The residents that lived here were actually found pinned beneath debris in the kitchen. They are alive and well.
Look at that. We're going, don't worry. We're getting away from it. We have to wait for them. People are driving towards it. Are they crazy?
This was where the front door was. This was the deck coming onto the house. This was one of the bathrooms, laundry rooms, right here. We're coming into the living room. Over here is the dining room where my mom and dad were found safe. Ooh. Over this way is the kitchen area. Down this hallway here, we have the door where they tried to get down into the basement and didn't make it quite down there. We have 3 bedrooms down here, which were basically not even touched by the storm. More water damage than anything. This is their room. Pictures were being taken where the bed wasn't even touched. We've thrown stuff on there since then. And no wall.
This is a house that all of our family grew up in. It was built in the 50s. Nothing left of it. It's totally gone.
It was bolted to the ground, and it was very well bolted to the ground. Few of the boards were left, but most of the boards were torn right off. Some of the bolts were sheared off. It takes quite a bit of power to do that.
Well, not surprised that the tornado has been upgraded to an EF-4 after walking this stretch of the road on the way down to Margaret Bruce Beach here. Large trees have been completely snapped and twisted off, some debarking as well. and debris just scattered everywhere here in the ditch. There's a hockey puck, part of a saddle there. Vehicles have been completely eviscerated. There's axles and tires, hubcaps, parts of engines laying all over the place. And there's part of a skill saw right there. A gentleman who lives about 750 meters west of where I am now said that his tool shed was completely destroyed. I remember seeing it, and it was actually slabbed right off its foundation. And he says he can't find any of his tools. Where here they are, they're almost a kilometer east of where the tornado hit their house. It moved out across this field here, and there's large trunks of trees several hundred meters out across the field. So the tornado is very strong at this location.
We got no alerts, no nothing, because our cell service is gone, has been since June.
There was 8 of us. We all piled in there. We were yelling at everybody and telling them, get in this vehicle.
Tornado came out to the road and down, so it made people come back to the beach, I think. And, you know, they survived by coming to this side of the beach.
In my 25 years as Reeve and 6 years as councillor, 31 years this fall, and this is probably the most devastating.
I have to say that the hardest part of yesterday was when I spent last evening with the family of Jack Furry, who was killed in the tornado, and they showed me around the yard. The tornado just violently went through his yard and threw his house off the foundation, as well as the contents of his home into some trees. And just seeing like bed sheets wrapped around trees and whatnot was really hard. It made it feel quite real.
And it just moved slowly, and then it was gone. It absolutely disappeared. It was an absolute miracle. There's no other way to describe it.
All my family is good, and we all survived it in the house, in the basement here, and that's what I'm grateful for.
I've never been so close to a tornado in my life. I've seen water spouts. Holy crap. It looks like it's headed towards us. Oh, people behind us are just ripping. It's almost peaceful. That's crazy. It's less than a mile away.